there, safecrackers. Get your combinations ready because it is time for the Comic Vault. Welcome. Today, on the Comic Vault, I'm reviewing the first issue of Wanted. I realize I have the whole trade here, but the first issue is the one I've read so far, and I gotta say, I did not find it enjoyable. I found that I've seen the movie, and the movie left fairly not much of an impression. It was an okay movie. I could review that on another time. But the movie, I just want you guys to know that the movie wasn't something that left a lot of impression on me, and that's not why. And I knew that the source material was quite a lot different, so I was open to seeing what it was about. Now, granted, I've read things like Garth Ennis' The Boys and Preacher and things that have a lot of lewd content. Stuff that is really just difficult to... if you are easily disgusted by things, you might not want to pick up Preacher or The Boys or Wanted. But I gotta say, that stuff doesn't bother me usually. With this one, I just found the concept to be so not unique. I mean, what's interesting about... what they want to be interesting about this is sort of that... let me tell you what the book's about. I'm getting ahead of myself. For those of you who don't know, the book is about supervillains, and the main character, or at least sort of the main character, is the son of a major supervillain who gets killed right at the opening of the book. So he has to, he's invited to become a supervillain. He's invited to take his father's place. He's estranged from his father, so most of this is news to himself, or news to him. He doesn't know that his father's a superhero, or supervillain rather. And so these guys, supervillains are, to my understanding, these supervillains are not entirely unlike the Mafia. They just, there's costumes, there's a lot of spoofs of actual characters in here, villains and heroes, and all these characters are echoed in this thing. From Marvel and DC, that's what I mean. There's a lot of spoofs of characters in there. Even the main character looks like Halle Berry, and she wears a cat outfit. I gotta say that she seems like a man to me in this book. No, she looks like a woman, because she's drawn as a woman, but the voice is very mannish, and the main character is very... I don't want to call him whiny, but he doesn't make any reason for me to like him. He sets out saying, well, my girlfriend and my best friend are having sex with each other ridiculously often, and I pretend to not know. I hate my boss. I hate my job. I hate my life. I hate my apartment. I hate my car. I don't do anything about this stuff because that's just the way life is. And that's not proactive. It's not interesting. It's not a guy that I want to like. And he moves on into him finding out about his father, finding out that he has some kind of superpowers, and most of this stuff is sort of egged on by this Catwoman-ish character. And I find them to be all just really depressing, and I just don't enjoy it. It's, to some extent, it feels like lewdness for the sake of lewdness. I feel like there can be artistry in profanity. I feel like there can be artistry, even in potty humor, I feel like there can be a bit of artistry. But I don't feel like that exists in the first issue. Now, I'm not, as I said before, I'm not reviewing the entire series. I've only read the first issue. But, you know, life is short, and why not spend time reading things that you think you'll be interested in? I think by the time I get to the end of this book, I'm going to have the reaction of, it was okay. I could have taken it or left it. But the first issue does not present a good argument for me wanting to read it. And also, I hate characters, or I hate it when characters are just given this sort of Mary Sue fiction. They say, hey, you are in a position that you don't like, and now here's something to pull you out of it. Somebody just walks into your life and says, here's a pot of gold. Just take it. Take it, please. And then the character's like, I don't know, maybe I should. That's one of the reasons I didn't like the Green Lantern movie, because somebody walks up to him and says, here you go, and they say, I don't know, maybe I should. And then he gets to the end of the movie, he's like, oh, okay, sure, I'll be the Green Lantern. I guess that somebody who comes to me and tells me aliens exist and puts a ring on my finger that can do anything that I want it to? Are you serious? Do you have a problem with that? I understand this lack of desire to take responsibility. If you are a person who has been afraid of really breaking free from your mold and trying to achieve the things that you want to achieve, I understand why that would be hard if somebody were to just come and lay the lottery on your lap and say you just won. It would be hard to accept that. But and even in this one, he also has to get past the moral bump of a character who, well, his father's a supervillain. He's being invited to become a supervillain. It's not like Superman came to him and says, I want you to be part of the Justice League because I know you have powers. No, it's because somebody says, I want you to do some criminal activity because you have superpowers, and that's what we do. Okay, thanks. I guess I could think about that for a little bit. So ultimately, he just decides, oh, I'm done with this life, and he moves on. That's the end of the issue. I gotta say, I suppose for what it is, it's not handled poorly. Mark Millar is a veteran. He knows what he's doing. He writes decent stories. But I've never enjoyed a story where somebody just walks in and drops something in this guy's lap. Where characters' fates intersect. That's interesting. Where characters affect their own fate. That's interesting. But when somebody... The way it's presented in most books like that, I just can't stand it. And I don't like it. So I'm sorry, guys, but I don't recommend the first issue of Wanted. So, thanks for watching the Comic Vault. And you can buy things from the Comic Vault at wearegeeks.nerds.com. Click on the Comic Vault! That's right, you can buy stuff from the Comic Vault. And you can also donate things to the Comic Vault, or Geekvolution in general, at Geekvolution, P.O. Box 14183, Lenexa, Kansas 66285. So, thanks for watching the Comic Vault, guys. We'll catch you next time. Read some comics.